He's from Equity Trust. He's going to teach you about building wealth through self-directed IRAs. Now that doesn't have to be your self-directed IRA. You can also build wealth through somebody else's self-directed IRA. And Dean is going to teach you, about building wealth strategies. So let's give Dean a warm welcome. Greater Dayton Rio, welcome.
Not that I really need it. I have a lot of mouth to begin with. But thank you, Tim, and thank you, Greater Dayton Rio. Thanks for having myself, Dean Manzetti, with Equity Trust, and welcome everybody. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule tonight. So I've got about an hour. I've got a lot to cover. So if you just hold your questions till the end, when I'm done, I'll be in the back and I'll stay as long as I have to answer any questions that you may have. The reason I'm asking you to hold those questions is a lot of those questions are going to be answered in my presentation. So, if you could just hang in there, glad to answer any of those questions that you do have later after my presentation. I do want to keep us on schedule. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing, I'm going to go over what we're going to cover, our agenda tonight here. We're going to talk about what is a self-directed IRA. There's 7 tax accounts that I'm going to talk about. We're going to only focus really on 4 of them, 2 major ones, but I'll talk a little bit about the 7 different ones. I'm going to spend the majority of my time talking about some case studies, because that's really what people like to hear. And these are actual case studies of clients of ours, what they've done, what their investments were, how they started, and where they ended with. We've got some really great stories to share with you. Then we're going to talk about, if you're interested, how to get started. It's really 3 easy steps. Then I'll go over a little bit about Equity Trust towards the end, who we are, what we're all about, pricing and fees. I did pass out, if everybody doesn't have it, there should be plenty in the room. I passed out some information about us. I passed out our price, our fee schedule, all that stuff. Also some cards I passed out that I'm going to go over that here shortly. I'd like you to all fill out because we are going to have a drawing. And then take notes. Please take notes. There's a lot of good information here. So take notes, and if you need me to, I'll pause. A lot of people like to take snapshots of the presentation of what's up there in certain parts. So just tell me, hey, hang on a second, Dean, and I'll be more than happy to let you take a snapshot of it. But as I mentioned, we've got these cards. Everyone's got one of these cards in front of you. If you don't have one, let me know. A couple of things. Number one, fill this card out with your name. I think there's 3 things. You want your name, your email address, your phone number. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to send you all this information that we're going to cover, so don't worry about trying to take notes real fast. I'll send it all to you. I'm also going to send you a couple of digital downloads. There's an excellent book that was written by our founder, Dick Desich. I'm going to send you a copy of that along with another copy of investing in self-directed IRAs. A lot of really good information, but it's also going to cover what I'm going to cover tonight too, so you don't have to worry about, writing a lot of stuff down real quick. So if you could do that, then I'm going to collect them at the end. And then what I'm going to do, I've actually brought a couple of the hard copy books with me. So as I collect those from you, I'm actually going to pull 2 names out of my little fishbowl here, and I'm going to give away these 2 books, the hard copies, tonight towards the end here. So write this down. This is very important, and we're going to talk a lot about this. I'm going to cover a really great success story about this. Compounding interest in the absence of taxation. Again, I repeat myself, compounding interest in the absence of taxation. How many people would love to get to the point in their lives where they're living in a zero tax-free environment, they're having income coming in every single month, and they're not filing a tax return? Be great, wouldn't it? Well, we're going to share some stories tonight that this is possible. We do have people that are doing this, and there's a book. There's a really good book I'm going to talk about tonight too, that I'd encourage you to go on to Amazon and get. But before we get started, being a trust company and